So I'm Ray Stanton from BT, and I've had the opportunity recently to present around security professionalism and the definition of security professionals and what we define as security professionals in the industry, just recently at the CRESTCon IISP Congress. Now, in summary, what this is about is looking at what we've been doing recently over the past years, how the industry has become more professional, but some of the gaps and where we're going. So it was looking at, say, the skills deficit, some of the challenges that we have in industry. It was also looking at how we need to stimulate further debate, how we can grow as individuals, how we can actually say what more is needed, what constitutes a security profession and what constitutes a security professional. So it's a great subject. It really is an interesting area that allows us to look at ourselves and say, what more can I do and how can I contribute? So it's certainly an area of interest, I think, that people will find that they should look into. But the industry over the last few years has certainly advanced in becoming more professional. We've seen the advancement over the last 15 years, for example, of the introduction of the IISP, ISACA, ISC squared. The list is endless. But what we've seen is the maturity and the real adoption and adaptation within mainstream organisations, from organisations of government through to organisations in the commercial space. So we've seen that adoption really grow, and that's a fantastic thing. To continue progress of that growth, what we need is continuous investment by companies into their people. We need people to actively develop their personal careers and take part in growing with those organisations. We need the organisations to come together more on a global basis, because it's that coming together as separate organisations on a global basis which will allow the industry to become more professional. It's a necessary step for us to continue that growth because of the threats within the overall cyberspace and security risk management. And if we don't continue to grow in that same way, in that same pace, we have the risk ourselves of actually going backwards. And what I mean by that is our standards being compromised, the lack of professionalism and controls being at the right level within organisations. So it is really important that we maintain that agility and that growth rate.